Hi, and welcome to this short video that introduces the Reveale More Developing Emotional Intelligence cards. What's been recognised for many years is that a person's level of emotional intelligence has a far greater impact on their success and that of the team and organisation they're in than the level of technical competence or intellect alone. Our ability to make and maintain successful and productive relationships with others is the bedrock of collaborative working, and therefore the modern workplace. Without sound relationships, we're an island, and our best efforts will lead to only limited success that relies on increasingly short-term and transactional relationships. If we develop our emotional intelligence, our opportunities increase. We're better able to understand ourselves and therefore others. The results are phenomenal. Conflict reduces, discretionary effort is released, purpose and achievement are realised, productivity increases, business growth can be achieved, and customer satisfaction will increase too. The great news is that emotional intelligence is easy to develop. The Developing Emotional Intelligence cards are based on Daniel Goleman's 4-box emotional intelligence model. The purpose of the cards is to stimulate reflection and conversation. We can only develop our emotional intelligence through a combination of quality introspection and also focusing on others. They can be used in a number of ways: to coach others to develop their emotional intelligence, for teams to better understand each other, or perhaps for self-development for an individual manager or leader. The questions on these cards, therefore, are only a starter for 10. Leading to the discoveries beyond the first answers. The deck contains 52 cards, 12 cards in each of the 4 colour-coded segments corresponding to Goleman's model. Each card has a question and a statement to explain the purpose of that question, and there's also a tip. That's 3 pieces of developmental information on each card. There's also a descriptor card for each segment. To further assist the user with understanding of Goleman's EI model, there's also a full-colour graphic card showing the model often used in many EI courses. So let's take a look at some of the cards so that you can get an idea of how they can help you to develop your emotional intelligence further, starting with the self-awareness segment. And this card is an example. So the question is, what feedback has surprised or disappointed you? And this helps calibrate self-awareness with sources of external feedback. And the tip at the bottom encourages genuine exploration. The second segment is social awareness, and this card is an example of that. The question is, how can you best meet their needs? Focusing on others' needs helps us listen from a new perspective, and the tip is asking what people need works wonders. So the third segment is self-management. The question is, what example of a metaphor symbolises your control of your feelings? The first metaphor that comes to mind is usually the best. And the tip would be, use their metaphor if you're working with somebody else, or your own if it's self-development, to develop this theme of control and choice. And the fourth section is relationship management. So the question, how do you work with those that you don't like? What does it take to progress beyond an initial lack of rapport? And the tip at the bottom, what did you learn from it, either about yourself, about them, and perhaps about relationships? So finally, if we take a look at one of the description cards for the segments, we can see that the self-management card tells us that the overall concept is about choosing to operate positive self-control, managing our emotions and impulses. So it's about self-control, of which adaptability and optimism, for example, play an important role. And we can choose to focus our feelings and efforts towards the benefit of others or the company rather than just ourselves. I hope you've enjoyed finding out more about developing emotional intelligence and how Reveal More Developing Emotional Intelligence cards can help you and your business develop your leadership skills further. An interesting fact is that people get promoted on their core leadership skills. For example, developing strategy, taking action, delivering results. However, consistently, including CIPD surveys, leaders have overrated themselves on 2 of the 4 aspects of EI, and that of self-awareness and social or other awareness, when compared to feedback from their peers, their direct reports, or their bosses. To order your cards now, go to revealsolutions.co.uk and you'll find these and many other great training and personal development products available in our online shop. If you'd like to keep up to date with all of the latest training, research, courses and new product launches, like our Facebook page, Reveal Solutions, and you can follow us on Twitter @RevealMore. And finally, let's think about the following quote. Most people join a business because they're inspired, but many leave because of the boss. Thanks for watching.